Forget about New Year's resolutions. Here's the thing about New Year's resolutions. They don't work. They are a list of should do's and should be's. They're staring at your face, guilt tripping you into think that where you are right now and who you are right now, it's not enough. So here is what I propose. Instead of creating a New Year's resolutions list, what about creating the life that you want? So let's start from the beginning. In order for you to create your dream life, you must first, yes, you guessed it, dream. So let's start there. Dream big. When we are kids, we are often asked, what do you want to do when you grow up? And we answer things such as, oh, I want to be an astronaut or a doctor, rich. Nobody used to make fun of us for dreaming such big dreams. But somewhere between adulting and now, we are taught to grow up and be more realistic. So let me ask you this. How is that working out for you right now? See, if you're watching this video right now, I have a feeling that there's something in your life, if not all of it, that is not working out for you. So here's the thing. Ready? Dreams are free. So why dream small when you can dream big? Why settle for a mediocre life when you could have your dream one? Not the one that your family is telling that you should have or society, but the one that you want to have. So here's your first exercise for this video. I want you to think of how your dream life looks like. Not what society expects of you or your family or your loved ones, but what it looks like to you. And that is going to be different from everybody. My dream life might be completely different from your dream life. You know, some people might dream of having a very simple life. Others might love the idea of being rich and own different businesses. Everybody's different. You might want to actually grow a big family and stay at home and taking care of them. Whatever that dream life looks like to you, I want you to pause this video right now and think of it. Go, I'll wait. I'm not kidding. I'll wait. You better pause it. So now that you know how your dream life looks like to you, the next exercise for this video is to pause this video again and go look for websites like Google, Pinterest, and Instagram. I want you to find images that reminds you of how your dream life would look like to you. So I'll give an example. Let's say your dream is to have a big family and live in a big house. The images that you're going to be looking for are images of big families gathering and being happy, you know, experiencing things that you'd like to experience with your family. If your dream is to have a big house, where is this house? What city? How does that house look like? I want you to be specific. Go find houses in the city that you want to live. What is the color of the house? Be as specific as you can be. You get the gist. So find as many images as you can that reminds you of everything that you dream of having or being in your life. Now, one thing that I want to remind you, this is not a New Year's resolution list or goals. So this is not something just for 2021. I want you to start getting into the mindset of designing your life as a whole without pointing a time frame to it. If money and time was not an issue to you, if you could start over, how would your life look like to you? That's what I want you to start thinking of, and those are the images that I want you to gather. Now let's create the dream board. I like to create mine in a beautiful picture frame that it can be part of my home decor, and I usually like to place that dream board in my office. That's the place that I usually work in my goals anyway, so it's a good place for me to have it. So I'm constantly looking at it and reminding myself what I'm working towards it. But it can be different to you. Just keep in mind that the place where you decided to put your dream board needs to be a place where you can see it every day. Nobody needs to see it but you. So if you don't want your family to see it, or if you don't want your friends to see it, that's okay. Hide in a place that you and only you can see it, but remember, you have to see it. So maybe it might not be a physical copy of it on a frame. Maybe it might be a collage that you just take a picture of it and save it on your phone and save it as your lock screen. So every time that you look at your phone, you're gonna see that dream board. Whatever works for you. If you want to put in your bathroom, in your bedroom, as long as it is a place that you can see it every day. So before we get into the goal settings in this video, I wanted to introduce you to 3 different concepts that changed my life and how I set my personal goals. The first one is called the Pareto's Law. You might know this one as the 80-20 rule. I'm not gonna go into a lot of details. You can do your own research, but pretty much with the 80-20 rule, they states that usually 80% of your results comes only from 20% of the tasks accomplished, which means that not all tasks are equal, and you should be focusing on the task that is going to bring you the most results. The second concept is called The One Thing by Gary Keller. I mentioned this book several times before in my Plan With Me videos. I won't go into a lot of details here, but what you need to take on from The One Thing is that it dissects the 80-20 rule even further. So instead of looking for the 20% task that's going to help you achieve 80% of the results that you desire, why not to focus even more and go for only one thing at a time? What this concept allows you to do, it's actually help and force your brain to think of shortcuts to help you achieve your goals. I love this concept because I already have a very good idea of how my dream life looks like because I have my dream board. But now with The One Thing, I'm constantly being forced to find goals that it's going to help me achieve that dream life faster. So every month I sit down and I have to pick only one goal that is going to help me achieve the dream life. What that does to me, it's forced my brain to think of shortcuts. What is the thing that I can do this month that's going to move the needle faster? There's a lot of things that you can do to accomplish your dream life. There's a lot of goals, but what is the most important one? And that's what The One Thing concept does. The third and final concept, it's called the Parkinson's Law. I'm not gonna go again into a lot of details here. I highly suggest that you do your own research, but pretty much this law says that your task will take as much time as you allot it for. So if you extend your time frame to a month, a task will take a month. Same thing if you allot a week for that task to be completed, guess what? It will take a week. So with the Parkinson's Law, it makes you review the time frame and actually forces you to shrink the time frame to actually help you achieve a task faster. So when it comes to goal setting, this will help you with the goal achievement when you are dealing on a daily basis with tasks that needs to be completed in order for you to achieve your goals. So a good example, it's a task that will take you, humanly speaking, a week to be accomplished, and you're forcing yourself to accomplish that task in only one day. What that's gonna help you to do, it's again to force your brain to find shortcuts so you can accomplish that task based on the time that you allotted for it. What it's gonna help you to do as well, it's actually eliminate things that should not be done in the first place, because it's not going to help you to achieve that goal. So it really forces you to only focus on the most important things that needs to be done, so that task can be completed on the time that you allotted for it. So now that you have your dream board and you know all the concepts that you need to know in order to accomplish your goals, it's time to get specific. Now, with the dream board, it is a loose idea of how you want your life to look like. And it's a great way to start, but it's not specific enough. That's when goals come into place. A goal is something that has to be very specific, so your brain knows exactly what it needs to get done. And here it's when I introduce the concept of the one thing. I'm going to look for one goal that's going to help me achieve my dream life faster. It needs to be something that is really going to move the needle to me, so it can help me achieve that dream life that I've been dreaming of. So that one thing has to be something that once completed, it's gonna make my life so much easier, and it's gonna make my dream life to come into reality so much faster. The next concept that I'm going to introduce here again is the Parkinson's law. So I'm grabbing that one goal that I selected, and instead of trying to achieve that goal in a whole year time frame, I'm shortening the time frame to only a month. That's why I don't believe the idea of working with yearly goals or year's resolutions. I like to work with monthly goals, because I am again using the Parkinson's law concept to shorten the time frame. So I'm forcing my brain to think of shortcuts on how to achieve that goal faster. What it's helping me to do is constantly look for solutions to get that done as soon as possible. Again, going back to the Parkinson's law, if I allotted myself an entire year to accomplish a certain goal, I will take a whole year to accomplish that goal. But if I'm forcing myself to only accomplish that goal in a month, that's gonna force myself to really look for solutions and shortcuts that will help me achieve that goal in a shorter time frame. Now, another concept that I wanted to introduce here to you is I also work with daily goals, and that daily goal is going to be something that's gonna help me achieve my monthly goal. Again, I'm bringing the one thing back into my planning portion, and I'm really forcing myself on a daily basis to look for one task that I can accomplish that's going to help me achieve my monthly goal. What this is helping me to do is on a daily basis, I'm forcing my brain to think of what I could do to get this goal done sooner than a month. So I'm constantly pushing the concept of the one thing and the Parkinson's law to force me into finding shortcuts to get everything that I want to accomplish accomplished sooner. So again, the whole idea here is not be checking a bunch of boxes so I can feel good about myself of how productive I am. At the end of the day, what matters is if I am living the life that I want to live, and I'm building the life that I love. And that comes down to one thing. Are you working towards accomplishing your goals and your dream life? Because at the end of the day, the amount of tasks that you are accomplishing doesn't matter if those tasks is not helping you to achieve your dream life. One final thought before I let you go. Remember, this is your life, and only you is responsible to create the life that you love. It's okay if a month from now, 6 months from now, or even a year from now, the dream board that you created no longer resonates with what you want in life. That's okay, we always change. And I hope you give yourself permission to update whenever you need to. Remember, we are not here to just check boxes in tasks that we accomplished or goals. We are here to create the life that we love and to live that life every single day. So go after it. Happy New Year's. I hope you have a wonderful 2021. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. It's a little bit of a different style, but I hope you enjoy it. This is only part 1 on the series on how to plan for 2021. Part 2 it's coming up soon. I hope you enjoy this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.